Hi guys. Man, it's been a while since I've done this. I'm going to try to get better in the new year. January is always a tough time to, cuz everything and we're still recovering and all the things, just all the things. So, I'm going to try to get better about doing these in January, and I've got some special guests lined up that are going to be coming up over the next couple of months where people will come in and hang with me and talk about what they're doing, talk about their business. Again, charities, if you have a charity and you want to do something and we talk about it for 10, 15 minutes, I'm all about that. Happy to help and happy to do what we can to get what you need noticed. But one of the things I talk about today is we need to talk about dad jokes. Now, I realize I am starting to become known for dad jokes almost as much as I've become known for doing the morning show at KRTY and KRTY.com. That's who Gary Scott Thomas was for a long time. And I'll be honest, I recorded myself telling my sons a joke one time because I thought it would be funny and I was going to send it to my sisters. And I sent it to my people on my team in my company, GST Media, by the way. And they thought it was hilarious. And my project manager said, "Can I post this?" I'm like, "Who would want to watch that?" She goes, "Let's just see." So we put it out there, and it's amazing how many people watch dad jokes. And here's my theory. I think there's so much negativity and there's so much not fun on the internet. I mean, that's the rise of Nate Bargatze. It's the rise of Jim Gaffigan and stuff. I think we can have fun, clean humor, and especially when it involves kids. And you guys have seen the evolution of my kids over the last couple of years, right? Where they would go from, what are you talking about? To now, there's, as I said, I told a joke the other day where my youngest son's Jackson's, his response was better than my joke. It was. So here's what I'll offer you. Share your dad jokes with me. Send me your dad jokes. You can go to my Facebook page, Gary Scott Thomas on Facebook. You can send me an email. It's Gary@GaryScottThomas.com, or find my website, Gary Scott Thomas, and send me your dad joke. Tell me who you are, and I will record your dad joke with my kids or somebody's kids, usually mine. They're easier to get to sign the release form. And and then what we'll do is I'll give you credit. I'll say this is from, pick a name. This is from Fabian. Fabian from Los Gatos. And sent me this dad joke. And I'll give you all the credit, but you'll get to see how they react. Because people always ask, did you rehearse? No. The whole point of the dad jokes, when I tell them the dad joke, is that their honest reaction is what you get. That's what makes it funny. And my kids, I always say this about kids. I love my children, and I think they're the most interesting people I know. And I know a lot of interesting people. I really do. But nobody captivates what's going on in my head or just sees the world in ways that I think are funny, right? And so that's, to me, I love their reactions. And they're and to be honest, some of my dad jokes, and I'll share, they're too old now, right? So I can't ask what kind of bear is toothless, because if I said gummy bear, they're going to be like, you know, be better, Dad. Be better. I can't. What kind of cars do an egg drives? A Volkswagen? No, no, Dad. We're not doing that. What kind of cereal? What does the cereal bring to the bank? Checks, CEHEX. Again, unless you're of a certain age, you're not gonna know this. How does the moon style his hair? Eclipse it. These are the jokes I can't use. These are the jokes that I'm too afraid of to share with my kids because they'll judge me. And they should. That it will. Listen, there's some that I have to make sure they hear it when I tell them a joke. I tried to tell this joke to them, and we'll see how it goes, but I was going to go, what do you call a fancy fish? And I can already see my son Luke look at me going, what? Because they try to figure the jokes out before I say it. They try to figure out the punchline. So what do you call a fancy fish? What? Sophisticated. Bueller. Bueller. Again, these are the jokes that I cannot share. So if you have one, share it. And again, give me your name and I will give you the credit and we'll post it on the YouTube channel and all the socials, the Instagram, the TikTok and stuff like that. And again, I will give you complete and utter credit on that. So also, I want to remind you coming up on tomorrow's show, because we're still doing the morning show at KRTY.com. I always feel like I need to remind people that. Julie and I still do the morning show every day, 5:30 to 9 o'clock. And one of the things we really been getting into is having comedians on. And there is a new wave of clean comedians. And it's been, again, it goes back to my dad jokes. I think there's just such a not I grew up on Richard Pryor and he was an artist, right? But I think there's such a dearth of things that you can watch with your kids. And that's fun. I love watching the Nate Bargatze specials with my sons because I'm not worried about anything he's going to say. And so we've got this guy named we made Rocky Laporte. Rocky Laporte tomorrow morning, and we'll do that. I think that or no, it's we did Rocky Laporte today, Thursday, right? Yeah, okay. Trying to figure out when we got him scheduled. So Rocky Laporte's tomorrow. Yeah. And then a guy named Fred Klett. Fred Klett is on Friday. Funny guys. So again, we try to do that, around the 8 o'clock hour. I think Fred Klett will be on at 8:30 on Friday because it's Friday and we have to do science. It's what we do. So I just wanted to catch up with you. Again, I've got some special guests coming up. We're trying to work out the day, but we're trying to get Tim Anthony on. Remember Tim Anthony? Timmy did the afternoon show at KRTY forever. And now he's doing all sorts of stuff. And so trying to catch up with him and get that going and some businesses I know. And again, I'm more than happy if you have a business and you want to talk about it and stuff, tell everybody what you do. This right here, no, I don't charge for it. I don't. And it's just a way of staying connected and let everybody know. So small businesses are always cool where I get a chance to go, hey, tell me about what you're doing and see what we can go from there. All right. So just again, reach out to me. Send me your dad jokes. You can find me at Gary Scott Thomas on Facebook. You can find me at Gary Scott Thomas or GaryScottThomas.com. Just send me the dad jokes. Give me your name. And I promise you, I will give you all the credit and all the blame. Because usually when I tell my son's jokes and they don't go over well, I get all the blame. So now I have someone to share that blame with. Yay! All right. Have a lovely, lovely day. If you're watching this later, thanks for clicking on it and watching the whole thing. Hope you enjoyed some of the jokes. And if they're young enough for your kids, if the gummy bear joke works for your kids, yay. And if you have older kids, try the Volkswagen. Because I don't think they say Volkswagen out loud anymore. I think it's just VW. That's it. Just my take. All right. Have a lovely day. Thanks for tuning in. Take care of yourself. And we'll do this again next week.